In a village known as the Valley of Blue Mist, there lived a young apprentice named Kavi. Kavi was a creator, a painter of silk, but his colors were dull and his heart felt heavy. Every day Kavi woke as the sun was already high in the sky. He would rush to his workshop, the noise of the village already a roar in his ears. By the time he picked up his brush, he was already tired. He felt like he was chasing his life, never leading it. He felt like a leaf caught in a storm, spinning without direction. "Is this all there is?" he would whisper to the empty room. "Just surviving the noise until it is time to sleep again." One evening, while walking past the ancient temple of the silver moon, Kavi saw an old man named Master Tenzin. Tenzin was nearly 80, but he walked with the grace of a mountain cat. His eyes held a clarity that Kavi envied. Kavi asked him, "Master, why does your work glow while mine feels like grey ash? Do you have a secret ink, a magical brush?" Tenzin smiled, the wrinkles around his eyes like maps of a peaceful land. "The secret is not in the brush, Kavi, it is in the hour. Tomorrow, meet me at the river's edge when the clock strikes 5. Do not be a minute late, or the magic will have already begun." The next morning, Kavi's world was a battleground. His bed felt like it had its own gravity, pulling him back into the warmth. His mind screamed, "Just one more hour. The mist is cold, and the master is crazy." But Kavi remembered Tenzin's eyes. He threw off the blanket and stepped into the pre-dawn world. The village was a ghost town. No shouting merchants, no crying children, just the sound of the wind in the bamboo. When he reached the river, Tenzin was already there, sitting on a stone, watching the water. He didn't say hello. He only pointed to the horizon. "In this hour," Tenzin whispered, "the world has no power over you. You are the architect. The rest of the world is still dreaming of what they might do. You are already doing it." Tenzin gave Kavi a challenge. "Give me 90 mornings. From 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. you will not touch your silk. You will use the first hour to learn the deep geometry of the stars, the math of beauty. You will use the second hour to move your body and breathe the air before it is breathed by others. If you can do this for 90 days, you will not only change your painting, you will change your soul." The first week was hell. Kavi felt like a shadow. His muscles ached and his brain felt filled with sand. But by day 21, the quiet hour began to feel different. It no longer felt like a task, it felt like a sanctuary. He was building a foundation in the silence that the noise of the day could never break. By the second month, a miracle happened. Kavi returned to his silk workshop at 8 a.m., but he wasn't the same man. Because he had already won his morning, he wasn't afraid of the afternoon. His hands were steady. He began to see shades of blue in the sky that he had never noticed before. He painted a tapestry of the sunrise that was so vibrant the villagers gathered just to touch it. They asked him, "Kavi, where did you find these colors?"
Kavi only smiled. He knew the colors didn't come from a jar. They came from the clarity of a mind that had found its strength in the dark.
On the 90th day, Mohan stood with Tenzin at the same river. The sun began to rise, a brilliant golden orb. Kavi realized he didn't need Tenzin to tell him what to do anymore. The discipline had become his skin. Tenzin placed a hand on Kavi's shoulder. Many think that waking early is about work. They are wrong. It is about self-respect. It is about telling the universe that you are in control of your time. You have learned life, Kavi. The story of the architect of the quiet hour reminds us all the difference between a life of chaos and a life of mastery is not talent, it is the choice to meet the dawn. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., a new version of you is waiting. Will you be there to meet him?